Okay, this doesn't belong here. It's supposed to go there. I fixed the quote and the missing S. Where was the B I needed? It was like 2 lines above the S. So wherever you added that S, it was like 2 lines or 3 lines above that. It was within that same paragraph. Where she says, you can be killed, but it says me killed, or something like that. So she's talking to the lizard women about whether they want to join the main character's side. That's what I thought. I'm just having trouble finding it. Well, I wish I didn't close it, then I could show you exactly where it was. Yeah, I don't know. Found it. Your recap was all I needed. Nice, Sean. Hell yeah, buddy. Let's fucking do it. Hmm. Song sounds like Manta Rave by Creo, the last song. I'm guessing you can tell just how much Grammarly hates that chapter. I bet, Sean. I bet. It's hard to get over the lines, but sometimes you gotta get over it. It's not a word, but whatever. I don't know. It's how I've always spelt it. I mean, I guess it's a good start. I mean, it's kind of an idea. It needs a lot of editing, but it's a lot of dialogue too. So this one's actually, so like find more booze, right? Well, I guess actually this is like do drugs. Empty bottle. And then you notice it's not just an empty bottle. This will be here. It'll be 2.3, which is disaster, which is now we are out of Coke. So we need somewhere. Actually, this should go like before. No, I guess that is it, because it just literally, yeah, I just literally did the last of it right there. So we need. This is a 2.4 reaction. Go find more. And then this is 2.5 dilemma. And then that leads into 2.6, which is decision. Which actually kind of works with that, but this is going to be Tanner trying to attack attacking Daniel to get down the stairs to X wives are. Lower part of the plane. And then we just need scene Actually, no, sorry. This is scene 3. I'm dumb. This is scene 3. Because scene 2 is Daniel leaving, and the end of scene 2 is scene 3. So, like, if we want, like, let's say, like, event order is, like, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, 2.4, and that's 1. No, that it's 3.1, 3.2, 3.3, 3.4, 3.5, then it's 2.5, 1.5, 1.6, 2.6, and 3.6, then it's 4.1, 4.2, 4.3, 4.4, whoops, 4.5, 4.6, and then 5.1, 5.2, 5.3, 5.4, 5.5, and 5.6. That's like how the actual story goes. We have the first scene up to a certain point. It cuts off the first scene, which is poker scene. This is Daniel's rounds. This is Tanner's drugs. Then this goes back to Daniel seeing Tanner. Actually, no, we want to get rid of this. This doesn't go here. It's 1.5, 1.6, then 2.5, and 2.6. This is poker scene end, and this is Daniel scene continued, and then this is Cindy. Oh no, wait, what's 3.6? Tanner attack Daniel, and then 4.1 is Cindy and Harold with live broadcast. And then this is news reacting to broadcast. And then this is plane hitting the tower. And that's the actual events of the story and how each scene puts together. So you start with the poker scene, then you start with Daniel's round. So you kind of go, like, you understand that the poker scene is connected to Daniel's rounds, that they're on a plane because Daniel's doing rounds to check on the plane. And then from Tanner, you know that Tanner's on the plane because he winds up being what Daniel finds on the plane. And then Tanner attacking Daniel gets Tanner handcuffed, and when the president shows up, Josh, and it gets all in the frame, then Cindy and Harold do their thing where they say that, like, the plane's been hijacked, there's a kidnapping, and all this bullshit, and then the news picks that up, and then it's the crashing. And that kind of ties everything together. Because this is the first time we're not doing exactly in order of scenes of, like, where the events happen. As long as they happen in the story, it doesn't matter where they happen, right? Because we can just jump around and jumble stuff. So, did this end? As always. Okay. So this kind of be work together, but we still need to add the entirety of scene 2. This is 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, 2.4. And this is Daniel leaving the lower suite to do a sweep. True, Eddie! Thank you for the support, good sir. Love to see it. Daniel leaving the lower suite to do a sweep of plane. This is goal, right? Conflict. Okay, so he's bored. Well, I guess that doesn't really. He's just doing a sweep of the plane. Conflict. Finds. Just thinking about how this goes together. So this is all together as one. So the 3-6, the 2-5, and the 2-6 are all combined. And the 1-6 is also combined. So all the 5s and all the 6s should be combining the scenes. Which means we still need something for 4 before this. And the 4 is the reaction. So conflict. Let's say he hears sounds. Disaster. He sees the mess. Reaction. Calls Josh on radio. He's like, yeah, don't know what's going on up here, but you need to get up here. And then by the time Josh actually gets up there, that's when the confrontation happens, right? So we're actually going to go down here, and we're going to get rid of, or we're going to take this. Out. Ghost Town in your chat? Not on our watch. Sure thing. You know what else is a ghost in the chat? Oh, fucking stupid shit. You are. Bitch. Fucking told him what's what, motherfucker. So this is the shit that he finds. Whoops. So now that we have it structured here, let's restructure it that way with this. So we've got 1 1, 1 2, 1 3, 1 4, and then that leads into 2. And this is where it kind of, like, shifts. Like, if the camera, let's say, is focusing on... Like, if you're imagining it focusing on the pool table, it pans towards Daniel as he walks, like, into the room and starts talking to the guys. Says, hey, guys, I'm gonna go do the rounds. I got these other 2 guys here that you could deal with. I'll be back in, like, 2 hours. So that's 1-4. So this should actually be part of the transition there. Okay, so we have this, but I don't think we need it. And we've already said this, but we could probably say this again. In 3, 4, 5. Because that would be 4-1. Okay. So we got 1-4 into 2-1. Boom. Then 2-2, 2-3, 2-4. We've got 2-4. But that's not this. So get rid of that. This is 1-5 dilemma. Okay. And 1-5 is after 3-5. Before 3-6. 1-5, 1-6, 3-5, and then 2-5, 2-6, 3-6. So we haven't written those out yet. But we do have 1-6. 1-5. So get rid of that. And this is... to inspect it. Daniel inspects the plane. Here's the sounds. He sees the mess, calls Josh. Oh, 2-4. Goes straight into 3-1. So I'm going to cut that there. That there. It's like right above it, right? Yeah, right above the goal.
I am late getting to bed. Have a blast, brother.
True, Sean. I guess it has been a while. You have stuck around. What does the numbering system mean? Okay, so the numbering system is the second number is the part of the scene. So 1 is goal, 2 is conflict, 3 is disaster, 4 is reaction, 5 is dilemma, and then 6 is decision. And then the first number is the scene. So the first scene is the poker scene, the second scene is Daniel doing his rounds, the third scene is Tanner doing drugs, and the fourth scene is Cindy and Harold like doing their stupid shit, and then the 5th scene is the news. And this way I know that one, like, for each scene, the 5th part is where everything collides. So in order to make the scene feel like it comes together, all of the dilemma points merge into the same scene. So the dilemma for scene 1 is also the dilemma for scene 2, which is also the dilemma for scene 3, which is also the dilemma for scene 4. And this structure just gives me an idea of how this is supposed to be. Because everything was out of order and fucked, and everything was thrown everywhere, because we literally deleted like 400 words and restarted the story. But we kept, like, you know, like a section of good lines that I thought were you know, noteworthy, let's say. So now what we're doing is we're taking this legend and lining it up so we know what scenes we need to fill, where the transitions need to be. And then we're doing this for the transitions between the scenes. Does that make sense, Levi? Okay, well, I'm getting tired, so I want to play Expedition fucking 33, but I'm gonna go through this again tomorrow and think some more shit up, because I know this scene really needs to be done, but I don't know what to do for the rounds, like, to make this, like, interesting, to make this, like, worthy of its own scene. Maybe it just needs to be a really small scene. Makes some sense. I'm much more improvisational with my writing, so it's hard to wrap my brain around planning. I was the same way, Levi, but I'm terrible with structure and tangents. You all should know this. So, I am fixing, like, my basic foundation, which is the outline and structure, and making sure...
I am gonna go to bed soon. I may stream tomorrow, but have a good rest of your stream. GN bros. Fuck you. Opening parenthesis colon.
Fuck you, Muffin. Have a good night, good sir. Thanks for sticking around. And, yeah, I don't work tomorrow, so, you know, hopefully I'll see you go live, and I'll be able to pop in and hang out for a bit if you go live before, my usual time. But yeah, take care, good buddy. Take her easy. It's like, this is more because I can't, my issue with being an improver is that I'm too direct. Like, if I wrote Lord of the Rings, it'd be 50 pages. Yeah, because if you look at, like, the things that actually happen in Lord of the Rings, like, there's not that many events that actually happen. It's just each event is described in detail so thoroughly that it just, like, you know, that's what happens. But it's like, you know, from, what, Hobbiton to Bree to Watchtower to Rivendell to, like the beach where Frodo leaves, right? Oh wait, no, I'm forgetting going through Mordor. Yeah, but that, like, that's the entire first book. It's like 9 events, but it's like, it's just everything else is built up around those events. That's why, like, if you look at, like, the events for my chapters... Whoops, not this one. This one. Chapter event list. This is over a quarter of my book. And it's... feeling hungry, even though that doesn't happen because we changed everything. Assistant go to get food, doesn't happen. Doesn't actually happen. Whoops. This is like the oh, this is the epilogue, that's why, never mind. Yeah, he notices the calm pearl, wonders how it got there, looks at it curiously, picks it up and activates it. This is all, like, super in-depth, like, going back and forth. Like, the first, because this is why the first chapter is so, like, long. But then look at, like, chapter 2. And then chapter 3. And it's like, there's really not like that much going on. But even with like chapter 1, I guess there's like a ton of stuff, but still it's like you know, all of this is like gonna be like 15,000 words. And it's literally just them going through the dungeons and stuff like that. So it's like the event itself isn't as important as how you build everything up around that event, right? And that's where the world building truly comes into effect. But I think we're definitely moving in a good direction of like throwing words on the page, going back to the drawing board, and reassessing the entire situation, and not just like speed running, right? We've done enough speed running. We've passed where we do speed running to the point where now, okay, well now we got to focus on, you know, how do we build the speed run? How do we have to go through it slowly and meticulously, figure every little piece out, and then when we're ready, we're just going to speed run it again. But we need some more structure in figuring things out, rounding out corners and shit like that, right? That's probably the biggest thing. But like Eggy always says, man, the progress that we've made is pretty freaking significant. So I'm happy with that. So we didn't really know what to do. Finally finished book 1 of my story. I honestly don't even know what to do with my life now. Wow, Beezus, nice. Sit back, smoke a joint, have some fun, drink a beer, relax, and then go back to the drawing board. Whole new process. Take everything you learned and apply it to the next book. Compound that shit. Escalate to the moon. I'm trying to figure out where the hell it is. It should be 2-1, right? Okay, so there's like... And how does Daniel enter? I'm trying to like imagine where they are in the scene, right? So they're in their own specific spot. Only entrance by one place, right? So it's like he has to come in. But if there's already a radio, why doesn't he just radio them? Well, I guess actually he has to physically see them, right? That would make sense. You'd want your head of security to come in and physically see you, to know that everything's good when he's doing his rounds, because that's fucking his job, right? maybe he like brings in 2 more guards or something like that. Like there's guards stationed at the door. And it's like, this is kind of where it's like, we're starting to escalate the stakes of understanding of like how important these people in this room are. Callie, welcome. How's it going? So... I don't know about this, but I kind of want to downplay the situation with this. Hungry for junk food. You know what I realized, Callie? I didn't eat today. Like, the ribs that I ate last night on stream were the last thing that I ate. I'm just thinking about that now, that you said hungry. And I'm like, am I hungry? I'm like, why am I not hungry? I haven't eaten in like almost 24 hours. I guess I didn't do anything today. I just like... I basically slept while I was like rendering videos to get them uploaded onto YouTube, which I didn't even upload them onto YouTube. I literally just finished getting them rendered by the time I had to start the stream. I don't know what to eat. I forgot to buy steak. So I was like, fuck, there's no food. I could have shitty pizza. Maybe I could have chicken wings? I mean, there's cordon bleu. I don't know. I'm just not really hungry. I don't know. Roast in their shenanigans. I'ma air fry something. See, Callie, I would love to go air fry some potato wedges and make like some poutine, but I'm just lazy as fuck. Okay, I'm going to introduce her as Lisa here. So another thing we have to do is... Actually, I'm just gonna... Where is it? Something about the wine. Oh, right, we already have a name. Never mind. It's gonna be Melanie. Not Lisa. And we all know who Melanie is. So this scene makes a lot more sense when you know who she is. Even though I have absolutely no idea about any way that she acts in public. I just know, like... You know, and this is complete parody, so I'm not, you know, that's why we're not using the actual names. Because we're not, this isn't a accusation or interpretation of actual behavior. This is simply a parody. Back to my desk with chips and homemade green tomato salsa. Damn, Sean, that sounds good. Maybe I should make nachos. You guys are talking about food now. Now I'm fucking hungry. God damn it. You ruined everything. Trisexual at its best. Try anything sexual. True, Sean. Love it. Again, Joku, are you in here? It is, we're at the reading point in time, so if you're in here, let me know, and we can read your story. Because I don't want to read your story without you being here, unless you don't care, but I didn't ask you if you cared or not, so, yeah. It is what it is. Because I know you want me to react to it, but I prefer the person's here. Or at least knows that I'm gonna read it. Zucchini pancakes are the best. Never had that, Callie. It sounds really good, though. Looking at my book now makes me feel like I'm watching my kid grow up to be a drug dealer. I'm not even sure where I went wrong with it. Do you want me to read it, Beezus? I prefer Raffles. That's Fraffles. That's French toast made in the waffle iron, so it has the pattern for the syrup. See, what I do, Sean, is we have a waffle maker. So I make the waffles, then I French toast the waffles. So you make them super light at first and fluffy, and then you dip them in the egg mixture, and then you French toast them and crisp them. French toast waffles. Fucking amazing. Then you get cut up like, I'm allergic to strawberries. Waff toast. I guess so. Froth toast. I like froffles though. Now, I'm not sure if this should be before takeoff or immediately after takeoff. Okay, I just came up with an idea. So, this point in time where Daniel leaves his station to come here is the point in time where they're taking off. So he's coming to tell them they're taking off, and he's doing one final inspection of the ship once they've taken off. And during that time, Tanner bribes the other guards in order to get on the ship. Because he's like buddy-buddy with them. So maybe we'll have to add a scene with like the two other guards or something who were stationed at the front of the ship. And, you know, show that they're like super buddy-buddy with Tanner. I don't know if I'm going to say this, but something like that. I don't know if we'll keep that or not, but that's the general idea. So we give kind of an idea that we're going to Dubai, because that's where the towers are. I'm going there for some reason. Alright, I've worked up the courage. Are you going to share it, Beezus? Are you going to share it? I would love to read your work, bro. You know, in the Henshin warrior type stories shows how the heroes aren't allowed to reveal their identities to their friends or family. That always bugs me when the only reason for that rule is the thought of enemies learning who to target as a hostage, yet the enemies already know who they are. Like Power Rangers or Sailor Moon. Really, any of them. Yeah, it usually starts out that way, and then it doesn't end that way, right? Like, it's like they have a secret identity, but then the secret identity gets spilled, and then it's like, oh, well, you don't need the secret identity anymore. Or it's like with Sailor Moon, where it's so close to the original that it's like, how do you not know that's her? Like, you have to be pretty dumb, right? Thinking what else should this exchange be? I prefer them to be forced to transform in front of their loved ones in order to protect them anyway. That is a good way to go, Sean. I definitely kind of agree with that. Or it's like kind of overdone the way that the character's identity has been spilled, right? Like even have like a coincidence that they're just like their family member is just like happens, you know, they happen, something happens to them while they're out shopping with their family, and then in order to protect everyone they have to transform, right? And it's like, oh shit, and have that as like a season finale or something, and it adds like an extra element and layer to whatever the event that's happening, right? Because usually at a season finale there's like some sort of like big reveal, or the enemy's plan is being enacted or something like that, right? Some sort of new thing is being introduced. Power Rangers in Space is a good one. They do their final morph in front of everyone, but original Power Rangers, Rita already knew all their identities from the start. I don't remember shit about Power Rangers. Never really watched it. I watched it because I was a horny teen when it was on air, and the girls got me going. Nice, Sean. That's what it's all about, man. Big booba, big win. Sex sells. True. Posted a specific act I'm worried about. Went too hard on experiments, and I want to know if I leaned too hard into the formatting meta commentary before I send it to an editor. Alright then, let's see what it's all about. Beezus. Girl who can kick butt and had a brain were awesome to me. By the way, it isn't complete, as you can tell. I have a lot more to write. Yeah. But what you have written definitely makes me want to read the rest of it, Joku. I am definitely interested. That's for sure. The hook at the beginning is like, oh my god. I have to finish this. I can't spell. There we go. What do you think of using fonts and color to denote who's talking? Is that going to be in the final product? Because like, it's interesting, right? It's a very unique idea, and it allows you to have a lot of dialogue and keep people in place, right? That's my biggest problem is, like, it's okay when it's two people talking back to back because you can do the paragraph format where you separate each person and you just know that it's a response, so it's the next, and it just kind of flows. But it's like when you're adding in 3, 4, 5, 6 people or multiple people talking and going from different angles, I think that, like, in order to allow the reader to keep track of those multiple conversations, instead of adding, like, you know, distractions from the dialogue, if the dialogue is, like, meant to be paced a certain way, using the colors could be a very interesting way of doing that. Let's just say that. Well, yeah, you read it, right? That's the same format I'm gonna have for the final product. Yeah. Okay. I figured out how it works. I'll DM you the link to the ARC team. Alright, Callie, sounds good. I have not played Undertale, Joku, but I have watched multiple people play through it. So I've seen multiple endings and everything like that. Great fucking game. Sans is so fucking good. Great fucking character. Loved Undertale, but also it came out when I was just the right age for it. I got this idea for using different fonts for different characters from Undertale. Oh, nice, Joku. That's cool. I like that. The only issue with the colors is convincing a publisher to keep them. I'd still use identifiers such as name, dialogue, while having the colors to make it easy on digital. And if someone's, like, colorblind, right? You want them to have at least a reference point, right? It's always good to have backup things like that. That's what the different font is for. Each character has a different font. Yeah, we're just saying for, like, ease of access and stuff. Like, I don't think it would hurt to add who's talking or indicators. But I do like the idea. It just gives it more format, right? More function. I also suggest that you listen to your work with an auto reader as it reads the strangest things. Problem I have with auto readers is I haven't found one that's free that doesn't time out with, like, a limited amount of words. So I'm kind of giving up on doing that. I used to do that a lot, but I was like, until, like, but hey, apparently Grok is getting like text to speech soon. Like Grok 4 is gonna have, like, text to speech. So I'm excited for that. Yeah, but you time out. Like, you can only read a certain amount, and then it's like, oh, you have to pay. It's what I use. Set voice to 0, and it's free. So it's like unlimited free, Sean? Nothing's unlimited free. It's usually like a limit every day. Like 2,500 words or something like that. When you first use it, it sets you to a premium voice. I've never ran out, and I listen to all the stories
Just
I can on
copy-paste
it.
it into this chat and use TTS.
The problem with that, Levi, is you can only like put in a certain amount, and the TTS will only read a certain amount. So like if I took this and I went,
Understood, sir. I will go inform the pilot. Melanie put her arm around Daniel's arm. I can go with you and give my opinion. She winked. Daniel places his hand over hers. My lady, that would be most unnecessary. Thank you for the offer. She snickered and walked him to the door. Well, this is the least.
yeah, that's where it cuts off. It only does a certain amount of words. And then you just have to continuously copy and paste it, and it's only like, this is like tiny section, right? So it's like, it's not very efficient. Oh, you don't need to specify it's Daniel's arm there. You could just say Daniel. I know. But I'm like, does she put her, like, she locks her arm, like, underneath his arm, right? So it's, like, a very specific way that she puts his arm. Like, she grabs onto his arm, right? So I wasn't quite sure how to word that to make that come across. Because I was wondering if I could just straight up, yeah, not have the second arm. Oh, the wrap around the arm thing with her hand flat on his? Yeah. Yeah. Sean. Like, you know, the kind of locking elbows kind of thing where you go like that. Her arm around Daniel's. That it's his arm is implied by the fact arms are the only thing being specified here. Narratron! True, buddy. That's what I was thinking, Levi, but I wasn't sure if, you know. Now, if it was around Daniel, that would be different. But it's Daniel's, and what would it be? It would be Daniel's arm, right? You know, a question. How long do you think I've been writing? I want you to guess. 6 months, Joku? I don't know. I'm only saying that because I assume this is a trick question. Since you asked me and I said 20 years. Sure, there's a name for that, but as to what it is or which country named it, I have no idea. Yeah. Same. Because I'd say I've really been writing for 6 months, but, you know, like I've written like 10 or 20 short stories in 10 years, and I've written like 50 short stories in 6 months. Yeah, you're right. It is a trick question. What you read was my first time writing. Nice, Joku. You want to read... Oh my god, I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to get into it. Wait. I don't think I have it. We're close to marching on Solitude, by the way. Also, it occurs to me I might be interrupting the execution. Promenade position. I just looked it up. Promenade position. I should have remembered that from my partner's parents' square dancing. The fuck is going on? Man, Hotmail's fucked up, man. It keeps resetting which one I'm trying to log into. I'm like, can you fuck off and just go in? Thank you. Funeralopolis is some indie horror game. I played the demo. I don't know if it's fully released or not. Ah, interesting. Well, it's good to know that something that I've written reminds you of something that is, you know, I'd say out there, as in like, you know, it's like a it's like what do you call it? In the public's view, you know, because I'm not in the public's view by any means in any way. So it's like being compared to something that's in the public view is like, and I like I want to. This is what I like to do in my writing, is I like to take things that shouldn't be there and put them there. Because normally you would say like the fate she sealed in other men left them with a cold sweat. But I'm like, well, what about saying in other men lead him with a cold sweat? It doesn't always work, and I don't know if it works here, but like that's kind of that's the whole point, Joku, is to every once in a while throw something in that has improper or incorrect grammar, and usually it will be incorporated in some poetic measure that leaves grace within the sentence structure for it to be almost like dialogue in a sense, because this is like his inner thoughts, right? So it's like some of this is a way, especially in a short story where you have a character that doesn't have very, like, the point of this character is to facilitate, that's called gambling. Well, it's like that's like the main structure of how I present most of my writing. Like, that's stylistic choice to me, right? Is taking a word and completely replacing it with a totally different word that's never ever been used in that sense to kind of try to drive an idea and make people look at it from a perspective that may not have been looked at before. And this is like the leading him on, right? Because you're betting on people making up poetic things about the grammar because you yourself don't have any poetic intention behind it. But but there is poetic intention behind it, Joku, and the poetic intention is the double meaning of the word lead. In this case, because it's like leading him on, because she's being very sexual towards them, right? So it's just a way, because like she kissed him on the cheek, right? She grabbed his hand. She's being very, very outwardly sexual towards him. And that's where the quote in his head comes from, and it's almost like leads other men to their fates, leads other men on, leads other men, like, you know? So that's the emphasis. See, exactly, right? It's all about context and emphasis. And this isn't the final version of the sentence, but that's how I like to start it, right? And then it just gives a lot more meaning, I find, to it. And when we come back and edit it, we'll probably mix these into like a single sentence that says everything, that uses this as its main as like the main topic. So the topic is basically leading you on sexually. And that's how I incorporate that, especially in times when it's clearly the inner thought of a character, because I think that is a good way to easily add depth to a character that is extremely shallow, and you're not really showing that character very much. So you're emphasizing that there's more underneath the surface that you're not seeing. And to me, that's like the idea of showing a faraway grand vista that you never visit, right? It shows you what the possibilities are without actually giving them to you. The way you said, and that's how I incorporate, reminds me of... But that's just a theory. A game theory. True, Joku. Not that that was intentional in any way, but I absolutely appreciate the reference. Hell yeah. Poor MatPat. I mean, but hey, what are you gonna do? You fucking retire off of YouTube. Is that really something to get sad about? Settle down and have a family? You know? I think at the end of the day, that's pretty much everyone's goal, right? To be able to facilitate the ability to do that through an easily successful financial measure that leaves you with generational wealth. Well, after Matt Pat retired, the vids just don't feel the same anymore. I've stopped watching them. Yeah, it's to be expected because like I watched them because of him, right? So it's like without him, then it's the ship of Theseus. It's not the same. And it's like, in my opinion, that's kind of like, for me, one of my favorite series of all time is Dune. But I hate the last 3 books because they're just not the same. You can tell, like, where the cutoff is, where Frank Herbert died. It's just, it's a complete, it just, the entirety of everything just kind of shifts. It's so noticeable that it's not the same author. And I'm like, I've always wanted to do something like that in the way of, like, intentional. Like, almost swapping out the narrator halfway through kind of idea. Saying, yeah, even when he hadn't retired and that other person sometimes narrated the videos, I didn't like him. I didn't watch those videos. Yep. Or like when Gustav died in Expedition 33 and ruined my life. True, Beezus. True. But hey, if we're bringing everyone back, right? It is what it is. Can't be helped with that. But I still have no idea what's going to happen. Like, I'm assuming because of the dark, grim fantasy and the way that Final Fantasy usually ends the stories, the canvas is going to be wind up being erased. Whether I can't remember her name. Celia makes it out or not is a different story. Same with Renoir. But we'll see. I'm very interested. So we're gonna put this here, but we kind of like that. So it is what it is. And from there, he's walked through the lavish corridors of the... You know what's crazy? What, Joku? Of the massive fuselage. The low taper fade meme is still massive. Low taper fade meme. What's that? I'm not good with names on things. It's a haircut meme? Not quite sure the origins of this. Is this something from Ninja? Oh man, I thought you would get the reference. Forget it. Yeah, it's from Ninja. No, I never really watched Ninja. I don't really know anything about that era. I was never really a stream watcher. I was always a YouTube watcher. You know, wait a sec. Let me send something. Just did an expert Sudoku in 823. Rural relevance of an irrelevant streamer. But the man who started it all, who showed people, yeah, you can make money doing this shit, and you do have to sell your soul though. You know, it's just part of the deal. You can't. It's literally like you can't be a streamer if you don't sell your soul. It's like fuck. Well, I guess I'm selling my soul. Shit happens, right? Irrelevant streamer. I know that's what people say. It's just crazy how people say that shit, right? Now, I am an irrelevant streamer, okay? This is what an irrelevant stream. I have honestly never seen any of his stream. Neither have I. I've never watched him because I'm not part of that demographic. I'm too old. I don't give a fuck about Fortnite. I think Fortnite's dumb. I hate FPSs. I like action games. I like comedy.
It's that time.
I like
Should already
stories.
be sleeping with disappointment tomorrow. Have a blast.
All right, Sean. Have a good night, good sir. Take care. Enjoy. Sleep tight. And flow and glow all day, bro. I also have never played Fortnite. Yeah, I don't really play those kinds of games. If you can tell, I'm an action RPG player. Expedition 33, Elden Ring, Final Fantasy. Souls-like is amazing. Yep. Play the shit out of that. Path of Exile. Right. We got the shit going there. Elden Ring is my favorite Soulsborne game. Yeah, it's so good. I really hope they do Bloodborne on PC because I've never played Bloodborne because I've never had a console. Played Fortnite with my nephews a few times, but I sucked so bad they never wanted to play with me again. Nice strategy, Beezus. In fact, to me, Elden Ring is the best game of all time. I agree, Joku. I think Elden Ring is the greatest game of all time. Expedition 33 is up there, but the problem with Expedition 33 is it is very, like, I don't want to say linear, but it is more linear than Elden Ring. It definitely is. Like, I haven't explored, I haven't finished the game yet, I don't really know that much. It's an amazing storyline and everything, but it's also the combat is not action combat, it's turn-based combat. Even though the combos are amazing and the parry system is great, it's still, not quite an action game. It's up there in probably the best 10 games of all time. But Elden Ring definitely has its spot in the first, if not the top 3. Miyazaki just never misses. Whatever that man touches turns to gold. True, Joku. True. We live in the greatest time ever, guys. We get to experience the best of the best fucking video games. And people think video games are in decline. Video games are better than they've ever fucking been. There are a bunch of fucking flops, but the mid-tier games, what people consider to be mid-tier games, or mid-tier studios, are fucking destroying everything. Until we get VR, we are living in the best shit, and then this is all going to be shit. We'll be looking back on PC games, laughing as we're like deep diving into virtual reality, realizing that we're still in a simulation and never want to leave. Can't wait to fight a dragon the size of a skyscraper with nothing but a stick in Dark Souls VR. Yup. Oh my god, Joku, it's gonna be goddamn fucking amazing. World's gonna be a completely different place when that happens. It's gonna be so good. world is gonna be Sword Art Online. Editors are apparently too expensive for me. Should I wait for 3 years to save up or buy 200 scratchers and leave it up to God? Honestly, I think the world building of Sword Art Online is amazing. It is. Even if you don't agree with the way that the show went, Alicization even shows the turmoil in the real world and the power that kind of technology has to sway world powers, and not just the social impact but the military and just everything implications that it shows about hospitals and military and stuff is amazing. Exactly, it's like taking, if you've ever watched Dot Hack, the original Sword Art Online. Holy shit, we got a YouTuber! EDR Money S. Welcome. Hi, how's it going, bro? Thanks for chatting on the YouTube, man. Not a lot of people come over from there. I'm glad to see more people. We've had, in the last week or so, we've had 3 people talk on YouTube. It's holy shit. YouTuber detected. What the fuck? Agreed, Levi. What is this? I'm so happy to see you here, buddy. You enjoying the stream? Unfortunately, I think, with YouTube, I don't know if there's commands or anything that are set up. You can try, though, bud. See if any of it works. I think some of it might. I think the emotes might, but I'm not sure. There was an episode of Game Changers where someone bought $10,000 in scratchers. They made $400 return on it. Yeah. You do not want to invest. You don't think that the more money you invest, the more winnings you're going to get. That's why gambling is so bad. But yeah, Joku, did you ever watch Dot Hack? No prob. Yeah, this is nice stream, but I don't know what you guys are talking about. Right now we're talking about anime. We were just talking about Sword Art Online and talking about deep diving. If you could go into Dark Souls or Elden Ring in the future in full deep dive in virtual reality, and you're fighting a dragon with a stick at level 1, doing a level 1 no hit speed run. If gambling is so bad, then why does it make me feel so good? I didn't say it's emotionally bad. I said it's the inference is that it's financially bad, and not financially stable, or gainable. It's random. You can't rely on it. It might happen, but you can't rely on it. And the more people that rely on it, the worse that it affects people. So yeah, we kind of jump all over the place in here, EDR. We love tangents, that's for sure, because we're writing a story about reverse 9/11, the nepotism of the West causing World War III. Normally we do writing and everything, so yeah, welcome. If your intent is to make money, then gambling is bad. If you're just doing it for the love of the game, then it's fine. As long as you have the money to spare. New sub, I love anime. Hell yeah, brother, we got Midoriya creeping in the background there. We got if you didn't know, that's Ichigo from Bleach. That wall poster is 20 years old. Actually, it's probably more than 20. No, I guess it would have been... actually, yeah, it would have been 2005, 2006 when I got that wall poster. Maybe 2005? So yeah, it's about 20 years old. Good shit. But yeah, we love anime here. One of Sean's stories, he's gone to bed now, but his story is called Cat Version, and it's an isekai. It's actually really good. If you want, if you're interested in reading it... It's on Royal Road. Cat Version. It's really good. I thoroughly enjoyed the story. It's a very wholesome slice of unexpected life. Very anime style isekai, but in a formatted story. Do you play any games? Yes, I do. We will be playing Expedition 33 in a bit here. People say that Sword Art Online is bad, but to me it never got bad. I liked every single season. People don't like the romance part, but that's my favorite part of it. Every girl who likes Kirito has a good reason to do so. They don't randomly start liking him. And as for saying that Kirito is OP for no reason, people who play that have never played an MMO in their goddamn life. MMOs are unfair. If you farm a lot before players, you will be overpowered in every single fight. He has valid reasons established beforehand for why he is able to do what he does. Exactly, Joku. It's so well set up, but that goes over people's heads sometimes when things are so intricate like that. Now that I've saved Skyrim from the Empire, what should I do? I dropped SAO after like 5 episodes. It was just kind of bad. I mean, people say that, but not to me. Accidentally said, play that. Say that. True. But yeah, have you played or have you watched Expedition 33 at all, EDR? Because we just got to Act 3 and it was the big reveal about everything going on, so when we play, there's going to be spoilers if you haven't seen it. Just to warn you ahead of time. But we will probably start in like 40 minutes or so like that. That's like at the 5-hour mark, that's probably when we'll start. Because we gotta, I don't know if we'll quite finish the story, but I want to get at least everything from the setup. So like, all we have to do is write the final scene with the newscast. I just had no emotional investment in any of the characters in SAO. The show didn't seem to have any intention on giving me any either. I mean, I guess Levi. Joku, I don't know if he has. I played Final Fantasy XI. Toe Connoisseur! What's up, buddy? Hey, Toe Connoisseur, how's it going? How are you? Welcome to the stream, good sir. Welcome back. How have you been? Good to see you. It goes, and you? Well, it goes pretty damn well. We've been popping off today. It's been a great day. No, I haven't seen it. By the way, I gotta go. I'm going somewhere for work. This is a nice stream. Yeah, no problem, EDR. Have a good one. Thanks for the compliment, man. Always appreciate someone coming in and, you know, hanging out for a fair bit. It's all good. I stream every day, so feel free to hop in anytime, man. Have a great day. Hopefully work's a good time, man. I understand the grind. Well, I gotta go now, too. Yeah, no worries, Joku. Take care. Thanks for popping in and hanging out, man. I'm glad I got to read your stuff. If you got any more, let me know. Pop it in the Discord. We'll be able to read it. Also a fair bit of Maple Story. Ah. I played thousands of hours of RuneScape and hundreds of hours of Terra. 9 Twitchers, bro, is big leagues. Oh, I fucking know, right? We are popping the fuck off, dude. Like, I can't believe this shit. I'm doing something right, guys. I don't know what it is, but I'm doing something right. And when we figure it out, we can do it better. Right? It's all about working into it and feeling and experimenting around, seeing what works and what doesn't, right? And apparently we're doing what works. We're just chilling, though. I gotta take a toke, though. Oh. Okay, so he's gonna do his inspection rounds, and this is gonna be like some super fast shit. He's just immediately, like, the scene's just immediately gonna go to him being like, hearing some fucked up sounds, even over the engine. And he's like, is that people, like, talking and shit? And it's gonna be Tanner and Cindy and Harold basically, you know, having their yelling fest, telling Tanner not to leave the suite. And then Tanner leaves and opens the door, and Daniel's standing there. And Daniel's like, ah, shit. Guys, we got a problem up here. And that's where, like, the shift between scenes are. Because Daniel's the facilitator of the transition of scenes. And we still don't know if Tanner's scene is before Daniel's scene or Tanner's scene is after Daniel's scene. It looks like we've set it up. If you look at, right Jesus Christ, right? No, this one. Wait, there. Right there. Because it goes 2-1 Daniel's rounds and then Tanner's drugs. So it goes 1, 2, 3 for the scenes. And the third scene is Tanner's drugs. So Daniel does make his rounds because he comes in at the end of the scene 1 to facilitate the entrance of scene 2, to facilitate the reason why we jump to scene 3. And then scene 4 is Josh coming back up and being like, God damn it, Tanner. And that's the like connection between them, right? And then the shit hits the fan after that with Cindy and Harold doing their whole journalism thing, and that causes the whatchamacallit, the news to pick up the broadcast and think that there's some sort of terrorist attack. And then just coincidentally, because it's fucking retarded, they crash into the Burj Khalifa. Yes, Beezus, this is the Biden story. Tanner is Hunter Biden. Well, I got my birthday gift. What'd you get, Muffin? Full membership for chess.com. Oh, nice. You can do all the fancy things now. You get all the statistics, all that kind of shit.
Cute Muffins raided my stream
Oh
with 3
shit!
viewers.
Cute
Welcome,
Muffin!
raiders, to the stream.
Thank you for the raid, good sir. Holy shit! Welcome, welcome everyone. How are you?
I will be there.
Yeah, if people don't know, I guess I haven't done this in a while, because I'm a bad fucking streamer. Almost spelt his name wrong. Go check out Cute Muffin. Why did that? Oh, shot out? Jesus Christ. Go check out Cute Muffin. Go follow him. He does chess and Trackmania. He is a world record holder in the top 100 or under on multiple maps. He's also a really good chess player. Between 1200 and 1300 ELO with a normal gameplay of 18 to 1900 on a good day. He is the master! But thank you for the raid, Muffin. Welcome in, Raiders. How goes it? Hopefully you're having a good day today. We are writing a story. And just in general, fucking around and having a good time. Because that's what we like to do. Okay, so we take this conflict. Here sounds. We can get rid of this because we already did it. We're debating whether we keep this or not. This has been a struggle through the story of what do we keep this or not. Is there a mess on the outside of the suite? Does he open the door to the suite and there's like multiple doors and multiple rooms and they're in like the bedroom, but the main room is like a complete mess, and then like maybe Tanner comes out of like the bedroom part of the suite? I think that's probably the best way to do it. Sounds kind of like Beelzebub. Is Beezus an agent of the devil? But he could. But I think Beezus is a play on Jesus. So is he either Beelzebub or is he Jesus? Or is he like Beerus? I have no idea, Toe Connoisseur. He is a mystery to all of us. An enigma. You would work for a Pearl Jam. Would work for a Pearl Jam parody? Beezus Flow. Yep. Door to the master bedroom. Hmm. Beezus rests his head on a pillow made of concrete. Again, actually, it's Beelzebub. Then I just took the name. Nah, someone just said I used to look like the little girl from Ramona and Beezus to make fun of me. Oh, I'm definitely Baphomet. I'm 100%. Kinda femme, kinda mask. I'm 100% Baphomet. Kinda spicy. Definitely spicy. Can we get shake some titties in the chat? Okay, so this is the transition, right? And then this is scene with Tanner. And then here's 1-5. Intercom in the chair, buzz to life with the sound of dinosaurs. Sir, you need to come up to the top deck. That the good shit. Oh yeah. Okay, so we need to go back up here and we need to know exactly what he said. What's the recent Talks lore? What Bennett going on? He's been writing a 9/11 story. Yeah, we're writing 9/11 to Connoisseur. We're writing the most controversial story that's ever been written, ever. Maybe just make a new Twitch channel? Yeah, solve the problem. Completely start from fucking scratch. Use what I've learned and build everything from there instead of being a channel that's already plunged to the bottom of the algorithm. You know what I mean? Super fucking 5-head move, dude. Start again and make sure you build for the meta. True. True. Then we'll pop off, right? And then we'll start making like 17 cents instead of 7 cents. It'll be goddamn glorious. So just become a generically attractive female in her early 20s. I can do that once a month, Toe. People say I look like I'm in my early 20s. So with some makeup, you know, we're already there. Boom. Okay, we start a new channel that's only ASMR. We really liked it. You know, it's just one of those things you can't get over. Things can go right. It's so good. I love it. Just go pure ASMR. Never felt so violated in my life. I couldn't fucking help it. It's too good. It's too good. Oh my god. I know this is wrong, but I'm just doing this just because. This is another like just small tweak that's like, you know, we will see what happens in editing, but just like a little spin-off of the actual saying, right? Again, this is another thing that we like to do. Whether it sticks or not is a different story, but we like to do it because it pushes it. Don't cross the border anytime soon. They definitely monitoring this shit, brother. 100% they know exactly what's going on here. This is if Tropic Thunder is the line, this is like 100 miles past the line. 'Cause like Tropic Thunder's like, you know, military industrial complex parody. This is like way higher scale of parody, right? But hey, that's why it's like we just put it in the title as a shock factor, right? But like I said, hey, 911 is what you call for like emergency line here. So it's like it could be like I said, like, you know, a Minority Report type world where you get the call from the police if you're going to do something bad. And they say, well, no, you're going to do something bad. Don't do it. If you don't do it, nothing will happen. But if you do it, well, shit. And it's like to scare off people, right? I don't know if this is clear, but it's meant in the way of like, they can't win their money back because he's leaving, right? So you lost all your money to him, and now he's leaving, so there's no chance for you to win your money back. So both Reg and Dick are basically out, right? So I don't know if it's well said or not, but that's the intent. And then this just carries into the next scene, which is this whole scene. Alright, so we have the scenes summarized, and then we just need the 5.1, which is news. So this is where we'll pick up tomorrow. And like I said, look at that, guys. It's almost the 5-hour mark where we finished writing what we needed to write. We completely got through it. So now all we need to worry about is So especially if it's a life or death situation, you got to be very specific. But he's already mentioned all of it before, right? So it's like, man, you got to pay more attention to what I'm saying. It's very important, right? Beezus, welcome, welcome. How's it going, bro? How are you? Alright, so now we gotta do the news scene. Revenge made manifest. Aptly put. Aptly put, Sean. Fucking love it. That's the shit right there. To portray the endangerment of the president. There's not information, just clip. Hmm. 5.4. I don't know if we're gonna have this or not. What do you guys think? Should we just end it with them going to, oh, this just in, we have a visual of the plane? Visual of the plane. crashes into Burj Khalifa. We're not sure about that at all, but we'll see. So we got all this that we need to write. We've got the structure out and we know exactly what needs to be done, so we just need to present it in the way of like a, you know, news show thing. I want donuts. Damn it, Callie. Now you're making me want donuts. Hell yeah, I want me some donuts. I could go make some popcorn, but that's the closest thing I could get to a snack. I don't really have anything. I'm not sure if I should get the cheaper, healthier option or the more I write this sentence, the obvious choice becomes. Well, Callie, actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna agree with you, and I'm gonna go grab something healthy. I will be right back. It's not that you're making me feel hungry. I do have something healthy I can... You guys can stare at her back while I'm going. Oranges. Hell yeah. Muffins got tunage, damn. No, yeah, like Sean, Muffin knows what the fuck he's doing with his music. It is goddamn insane. I don't know if that shit's royalty free or not, but he's not streaming on YouTube, whereas I am. So it kind of limits a lot of the music you can play. And it also like mute the VOD if it's copyright, right? Which means if you're gonna be watching the VOD and there's anything being said during the VOD, then you're gonna have a problem. EDR, welcome, welcome. Hello again. Welcome back. How's it going? I'm glad you decided to return. It's always good to have returning people. We're just finishing up the reverse 9/11 story. We're now writing the section where the news is covering what happened, and they're gonna spin it in this very specific way to make it look like it's something that it's not. But you know, they only have this little bit of information, and Cindy's entire idea was to make this, like, you know, look way worse than it actually was. I think I use palpable a bit too often. Now I'm listening to my work more closely. In the story you're writing now, Sean, I don't think I've ever noticed palpable in your writing. It's not like there's not something popping out to me that's like, oh yeah, I remember when you used that. My use tremble too often. Like the energy in the room was palpable, the terror in the room was palpable. My fears were palpable. Did I forget how to speak? Yes, you did, Beezus, but that's okay. I switch from first person to third person, back to first person to third person to past tense to present tense, back to past tense to present tense to future tense. Like, almost every fucking sentence. It's actually ridiculous. The love for his people was palpable. That sort of thing. Ah. Such a good word when an emotion is so strong it should be a solid, but if I use it too often it will lose weight. You can find other ways to do that, Sean. You can use other similes and other metaphors, right? Like, I love ocean stuff. Like, you know, the height of a wave. Have you written stories before? Sean has, I have, I think everyone here has EDS or roiling. Yeah. But we have a lot of short stories. If you want to read the short stories, they are on the Google Docs. So if you go to the Google Docs,
you are in for it now, sweetheart.
which, oh,
take those sexy
Smokey!
glasses off like a good girl.
You
don't
bastard!
need to see what happens next.
I guess technically I would have to then paste this in here so
Thank
you
you
could
for
actually
redeeming chair dance.
click on it. Where is
Itox
this?
will now dance for you.
Oh,
Please fully
I'm in the
enjoy
middle
this
of doing
immersive
something! Give me a
experience.
second here, Smokey! Hold on, I need to... Okay, hold on. I need to... There. If you want to go to the Google Docs, you can go there, and all of my stories are here. I gotta get to dancing.
Keep dancing, bitch, it ain't over yet.
Oh, god damn it, Smokey.
You did good, you can rest now, babe.
I'll keep dancing for you because I didn't dance at the beginning. I want to make it worth your time there, Smokey. Totally worth it. Fine. You still have 89,000 points? Oh my fucking god. Smokey owes you a new chair. I've had this chair for like 10 years. It's a good chair. Alright, my boss is calling me. I gotta go meeting. Bye. Have a nice day, man. Alright, EDR. Have a good one, man. Thanks for popping in and hanging out, brother. Always a good time, good sir. Sorry to interrupt. I paid for a toke, too. Oh, I didn't see the toke. God damn it. You did everything, Smokey. Scammer. The streamer's a scammer. Guys, the streamer's a fucking scammer. He scammed me. I paid for the thing, and I didn't get the thing. He's a fucking scammer. Fuck this scammer streamer, bro. I'm gonna go on Reddit and I'm gonna spread word about this fake ass streamer bullshit that keeps doing his stupid making me pay for his shit but never giving me what I actually want out of it. What a piece of shit streamer. They should all get fired, guys. Those scam streamers like me should all get fired. We should just be kicked off the platform. Right? Cause yeah, and shot. True, Smokey. Like, we're just absolutely terrible fucking people. We are the biggest drain on society. Like, you want to talk about the bottom 15%? Well, we're like the bottom 10% of that 15%. The same way I dared with your mom, Smokey. Oh, what you gonna do, bitch? Loading cops. My mother is in a wheelchair. Damn. I mean, if I didn't know better, I'm fucking filthy fucker. Hey, I asked her if she needed help out, and she just jumped on my dick. And I was like, well, that's good enough for me. You know? Ain't gonna say no, motherfucker. It's already happening. Okay. Hope you got the $600 on hand, Smokey, because that chair won't last forever. Flashbacks, Buck Rogers, Space Rockers. Nah, they're both amazing. My mom ain't in a wheelchair. I put her in one after the things we did. Woo! Freaky woman. I'm sorry, Smokey. Did you see my comment after I said roiling? The whirling waves crashing and thundering against the rocks, menacing the hull of the rickety lifeboat. True. I will make the stream deaf. Oh shit! Is Smokey gonna buy us a dial-up? Are you gonna dial us up there, Smokey? You know what you're doing. Wonder if I'll ever use that in a story. Well, because I called you out, now you can't do it, Smokey, because it's more like it's my idea now, because I said it first. Boom. Streamer W, bitch. Say it slowly. Oh, I'll say it again. It's okay, Smokey. I understand. Everyone.
Somebody gonna get hurt real bad.
Yay.
Okay, very much so, Smokey, very much. Norco, Smokey, no. It is a no. No, it is a no. Not no, no. It is not. Do not go there, Smokey. We do not need that. Not now, not ever. It is something we will stay very much away from. You make me crying because I'm bullied here. Oh, very, very true.
SMOK Puff.
Smoke. Oh my. Oh my god, Smokey, take the bong puff, please, sir. It is okay. You can calm down now. Yo, I kinda stole Sean and Kelly. Yo, take a boat, bet. It's okay, Muffin. You are allowed to steal them. They are not mine. I am the same. I am type of person that will watch like 18 streams at the same time. So I am very much guilty of the same thing. I am glad that you are on Muffin's stream because I like Muffin and I think Muffin deserves a lot more attention. So I'm glad you guys are over there participating and engaging in his content and supporting him. It is a very good thing. We all want to support everyone in the community. That is how we build. We all support each other, and that will get us to a point where we are on a strong foundation. Once you have your strong foundation, it is only to the sky and the moon you'd go, my friends. It is just taking off initially is the part. Who needs a quickie mart? I need a squishy. Right now. Please, I need a squishy. Right now. I do need to take a dope though. You are correct. Yes, everyone go to Muffin Stream. Right now. Go to Muffin Stream and support Muffin Stream. When is Catgirl stream? Smokey, I don't know. No one has voted on what we are doing for the 24-hour stream or what we are doing next full moon. Do you want me to get a Catgirl outfit? Because if you do, you have to say now so I can order it. And the Catgirl stream. Oh, yes, very much. There you go, Muffin. Muffin is the Catgirl stream. You do not have to worry. I don't have to worry. It is a Catgirl. Everyone is a Catgirl. I'm allergic to the purple side. Is that reading everyone's a cat girl or some other meaning? No, I was referring to that, Sean. But he's the one who brought up cat girl. Be back soon, guys. Okay, Smokey. Thanks for fucking me up and then fucking off. It's like date and dash. He didn't even fuck me. He just fucked me up. Never down. He never fucks me down, guys. Maybe I should tell him one day. It'd be important for him to do that.
Ding dong ditch.
True. At this point, I would not blame anyone.
Puff puff chuck.
True.
You'll huff and you'll puff and you'll stone your brain out.
True. That's why I need to put my brain onto paper. Look. I can't even spell Air Force. It's slowly rotting out, so we gotta get it on paper so that it doesn't, you know, it doesn't leak out everywhere. Only onto paper. We'll bring you the latest in the situation with Air Force One. Appears there was an unregistered boarding of the plane by multiple people before it took off. These people have put the lives of the president and their families. No. The president and former presidents in danger. We know that there may be connected to the anti-Dubai health treaty. Sonnet is to vote on this week. Tension of the subject as being... I'm gonna use your word here, Sean. Palpable. Because I never use it. I commented in Muffin's stream that Vicky Tori was in the house because he won a match and he didn't know what I was doing. Okay, I'm guessing, but I don't actually know. What is that a reference to? I have no idea. Who's Vicky Tori? Is that a porn star or something? Oh, Victory. I see what you did there, Sean. So we got a little bit of world building with like what's going on and why it's so important and why those people are on the plane and everything. I think this can actually go... there. What is to be done? Tumultuous is definitely probably one of my words.
Crashing hard, bro. He'll head off for tonight. Had an early day today with Ms. Dental appointment.
Yeah, no worries, Sean. Have a great night, good sir. Thanks for stopping in and hanging out. Always a good time to see you, buddy. Always good time to read whatever you wrote. Take care, man. Have sweet dreams. We'll see you when we see you. Always on tomorrow. Today's the short stream, though. So you're not missing out on much today. Don't worry about it. We're just going to finish this up, and then we're going to play some Expedition 33, and then we're just going to call it a fucking night. I'm gonna write a romance about fish who turn into human witches and fall in love only to be transformed back into fish once their magic becomes too powerful. Ooh, I like it, Callie. That's so interesting. Hell yeah, go for it. That actually sounds really good. Okay, so it's just called the Dubai Airport. So we can just call it the Dubai Airport. Lesbian fish story. Hell yeah, Callie. I love it. Lots of spice in there. I don't know if that's good or not, but I mean, at least we have it on paper, right? Definitely needs work. But there's some elements to it that it kind of makes sense. If you're looking at it from like the angle of like, you know, for instance with the dialogue with being a reporter and going out of the way and just saying random shit that it's like you're trying to push an agenda with, right? Like you're clearly trying to push an agenda with something because we know what actually happened on the ship, but for some reason they're bringing this huge thing that had absolutely nothing to do with the story into it, right? And it's just simply also explaining, I'm gonna write prose like I would write a song, and if it doesn't work, I'll switch it back to the original style. That's a great way to be experimental, Callie. I love that. There's some scenes that aren't fully finished yet, so we'll have to go back in and change some of the shit, but we'll do all that shit tomorrow. We'll go through and we'll actually edit it. Finish up what we need to. Restructure what we need to. But I think that's a good enough scene for now. I mean, we may just do what we did last time, come up with an entirely new way of presenting it, completely delete everything that we wrote today, and just have a completely new perspective. Because I don't know how I feel about this being the ending. I like this line. It crashed through the floors as it dropped, smashing headfirst into the ground and exploding with a ferocity that dwelt in the soul for ages. Just like, oh shit, it's over. And everyone's just standing there in shock and awe, and like no one knows what the fuck is going on. It's like, how did this happen? Wait, what?